afraid I am. I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. I am the king of the world.
G5Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video, support your boy. Support good content at all times. All social media is in the description box, and please hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I drop that heat. This video is sponsored by my boy Fast Classic. His mixtape is in the description box. It is absolutely free. Definitely give him a download, give him a listen. And this video was sponsored by my boy Matt. Definitely check his apparel out on IG at We All From. Now, this whole Dillian Whyte positive drug test situation is absolutely crazy. Like, it is absolutely crazy. Now, when I first heard about the Dillian Whyte positive drug test, my approach was a little different than when I've heard other fighters had positive drug tests. I've gone on a channel with other people like Big Baby Miller and other guys, and I just started bombing on them. And it wasn't even nothing personal. It's just the fact that boxing is a dangerous sport, and for someone to try to, not only try to get a competitive advantage, but that competitive advantage could cost somebody their life, I take it personal. But with this situation, I didn't go off on Dillian Whyte. Something was just telling me like, yo, like, wait till some more facts come out. Wait till Eddie Hearn does an interview. Things like that. So I didn't immediately go off on Dillian Whyte. I still haven't gone off on Dillian Whyte yet. And I probably still will go off on him. I'm just waiting for more information so I can be detailed when I go off on him. Now, Dillian Whyte, for the people that don't know, Dillian Whyte had a positive drug test before the Oscar Rivas fight. There was a secret hearing with secret people there. Dillian Whyte's trainer didn't know anything about anything that was going on. He didn't know anything about a hearing or anything. Eddie Hearn said he didn't know anything about a hearing, and he wasn't there. He was cleared to fight, and he fought. Now, the story behind that was Dillian Whyte passed a VADA test, which is the most stringent testing you're going to find in boxing. But UCAD, which is a United Kingdom-based drug testing agency, they're the ones that had the positive drug test. So you have the toughest drug testing agency in the world saying that Dillian Whyte passed his drug test. There was nothing in his system. And then UCAD previously said that he did have something in his system. I'm going to approach it from this angle. It doesn't matter who had the positive test. It really doesn't matter. Let me explain why. It doesn't matter because it's not like VADA tested Dillian Whyte at the same time UCAD tested Dillian Whyte. They tested Dillian Whyte at two different times. So it doesn't matter who had the positive test. Like, who came up with the positive test. It doesn't matter. It's when he was tested. Anybody that knows anything about drug use or drug users, like, they're not on, they not on the finest juices all the time. Like, they take them at certain times and then they cycle off of it. That's just a known fact. Like, it's not like vitamins. Like, you wake up in the morning and be like, all right, pass me them finest juices in the fridge over there in the back. You know what I'm saying? And they take the peds and, they do this every day. Like, no, like, they do this at certain times and they cycle off of it. That's just what it is. All of this confusion really just leads to me wanting some type of reform when it comes down to drug testing and boxing. And people get upset when I bring up the topic because people think I'm targeting certain fighters or I'm trying to accuse certain fighters. Like, I don't know any of these fighters personally. I'm not attacking anyone personally. I'm really not. But every time guys step into the ring, they're putting their life on the line. The very least the sport can do is make sure that guys are clean before they go into the ring and risk their life. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. And it's hard to get reform in boxing because there's so many different factions. There's so many people that are just out here doing their own thing. Like, there's not one governing body. There's not one governing body for boxing. And that's why there will always be corrupt activity. That's why it will always be shadiness. And that's why it will always be bullshit, because there's no one governing body for boxing, period. And I'm not asking for the world here. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not asking for the world. Like, the NBA, they have one commissioner, Adam Silver. One governing body that oversees all of the NBA. Roger Goodell, commissioner, NFL. One governing body for all of the NFL. Same thing goes for baseball and every other reputable sport, including MMA. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's absolutely crazy. Boxing's the only sport that doesn't have one governing body. Like, that's why Don King was able to get away with what he got away with. That's why, Al Heyman gets away with what he gets away with. That's why Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum and Oscar De La Hoya, all of these guys get away with everything that they get away with because there's no governing body. It's almost like in boxing, like, imagine the world not having, like a government, laws, rules. Like, you can go out here and commit a crime and know you're not going to get locked up by the police. Like, that's essentially what happens in boxing. Like, people do whatever they want, and at the very least, they get a slap on the wrist. Like, that's it. But more than likely in boxing, like, you can grease somebody's palm with a couple extra dollars and they'll overlook it. Like, regardless of what you think in terms of Dillian Whyte, whether you feel like he's a dirty fighter or not, why did he have a positive drug test? There was a secret hearing to determine whether he could fight or not. And not only did Oscar Rivas and his team didn't know, Oscar Rivas and nobody in his team even knew about the hearing to have somebody there to listen in on it. And this is from somebody that's a Dillian Whyte fan. I'm just keeping it 100. We need one drug testing agency. Same rules for all fights in boxing. Every fighter deserves that right to be protected by knowing that that particular commission went through the process of trying to make sure that a fighter is clean going into a fight. And I don't think that's too much to ask. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. G5Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video. Support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.